Hello and welcome to this virtual launch of the 2021 UCD School of Agriculture and Food Science Undergraduate Handbook. My name is Sean Tonra and I'm a final year animal and crop production student. And I take great pleasure as the chairperson of the UCD Agricultural Science Careers Committee to welcome you all to this exciting virtual event. While this year has been difficult for all, it was great to see the typical community spirit and camaraderie has stood the test of time and is still evident in the virtual world. It is something that has quite amazed me from my first moment in UCD, and we've been very fortunate to enter the family within the school. This evening, we'll have three keynote speakers, including the Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine, Charlie McConalogue, the Dean of Agriculture and Food Science, Professor Alexander Evans, and the Agricultural Science Association President, Dr. Anne-Marie Butler. Following Anne-Marie's contribution, we'll have an opportunity to launch the undergraduate handbook and see and hear from the class of 2021. I'm delighted to begin this evening by welcoming the Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine, Charlie McConalogue. Minister McConalogue, a UCD graduate, has served as Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine since September 2020. He has been a TD for the Donegal constituency since 2016 and previously from 2011 to 2016 for the Donegal North East constituency. It is my great pleasure to now invite the Minister to provide his address on the opportunities and outlook for UCD Agriculture, Food Science and Human Nutrition undergraduates.
Dean, ASA President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and thank you for the invitation to the launch of the 2021 Handbook of UCD Agriculture, Food Science and Human Nutrition graduates. I know this is an important annual event to prepare you, the final year students, for the jobs market that you are about to join. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to speak with you because UCD is also my alma mater, having studied economics, politics and history here, and it is also where I got involved in politics. Going to college is a really important life stage and I must commiserate with you on missing out on the full experience of the past year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I want to acknowledge your fortitude in complying with the guidelines and making your contribution to stopping the spread of the virus, and I hope that you can return to some level of normality in your lives over the coming months as we work to administer vaccines to the population as efficiently and safely as possible. I was asked to speak to you this evening on the opportunities and outlook for you as graduates of agriculture, food science and human nutrition. I believe that while we're undoubtedly going through a particularly challenging period right now due to the pandemic, we will emerge from this, achieve many important lessons, and become more adaptable and resilient as a result. When considering the future that awaits you, it is one that is set against a backdrop of profound change, COVID or no COVID. Since taking up my role as Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine last year, I've been struck by the dynamism that exists in the sector, and I've no doubt that there are great opportunities for you as you finish your studies and begin your careers. I will now turn to some of the most prominent areas likely to offer potential for you to thrive in over the coming years. Opportunities for graduates, firstly in food security, which is the role that Ireland's agri-food sector can play in domestic and global food security. With agriculture alone producing over 8 billion worth of output, this is hugely important not only in feeding our own population, but many more beyond our shores. You'll be aware that we are heavily export orientated with over 85% of our output going to markets outside the country. Preliminary estimates for the last year show the value of exports reached just over €14 billion, down slightly in 2019, but a phenomenal performance when considered against the backdrop of the pandemic and the knock-on impacts that had on global trade, including the closure of the food service markets for prolonged periods. Believe it or not, we're now exporting to over 185 markets across the globe. Not many other indigenous sectors in our economy can lay claim to this, and it is something of which we should be proud. World population is projected to grow from 7.8 billion in 2020 to 8.5 billion by 2030, and up to 10 billion by 2050. Within this, the number of people defined as middle class is also rapidly increasing and is expected to reach 5.3 billion by 2030. As per capita incomes increase, diets become more diversified, including an increase in demand for protein-based foods, Ireland is well placed to meet this demand, with high quality food that is safe, authentic, sustainable and tastes great. Our unique selling point for our livestock products is that they come from grass-based family farm systems. These offer really strong attributes for consumers across the globe, and I'm confident that you will have an important role to play in many different areas of the agri-food sector as it positions itself to become a go-to country of origin for food in the coming years. Having a secure supply of food came to the fore during COVID-19 and in the context of Brexit. Another area of opportunity lies in bringing about significant improvements to the environmental sustainability of the entire agri-food sector. As an island nation, Ireland's green reputation has been built on its many natural, geographic and climatic advantages, which when coupled with a family farm model leads to a high degree of confidence in our food offering. Consumers and markets are demanding ever higher standards of sustainability in the food and drink they purchase. Another area of opportunity lies in bringing about significant improvements to the environmental sustainability of the entire agri-food sector. As an island nation, Ireland's green reputation has been built on its many natural, geographic and climatic advantages, which when coupled with a family farm model leads to a high degree of confidence in our food offering. Consumers and markets are demanding ever higher standards of sustainability in the food and drink they purchase. Good progress has been made in recent years by farmers, fishers, forest owners and the agri-food industry to work in collaboration on practical initiatives to improve a range of environmental metrics, and this provides a good platform on which to build. Your contribution to this will be key. While we can point to many good things happening on the ground, there is no getting away from the fact that agriculture is the largest contributor to Ireland's greenhouse gas emissions, practically all ammonia emissions, and has a significant impact on water quality and biodiversity. To tackle these, the sector needs the best science, research and innovation, accompanied by dynamic and impactful ways of translating that science into change on farms and food businesses. This is where you come in, as graduates with the latest cutting-edge knowledge and insights into these areas. The Acclimatise plan I published in December sets out a clear roadmap on how agriculture can reduce its impact on climate and air, with many co-benefits for water, quality and biodiversity. Based on the latest science, it offers a way for the sector to become climate neutral by 2050 and deliver on commitments in the recently published Climate Action and Low Carbon Development Bill. I would urge you to get involved in the implementation of Acclimatise, whether you end up in research, advisory, knowledge exchange or any of the other areas of the sector. A further area of opportunity lies in the area of digitalisation and new technology. These, of course, are closely linked to the previous two areas of opportunity. To feed a growing world population while ensuring livelihoods and protecting the environment is a triple challenge which will need new innovations and technologies to be overcome. Technological innovation and precision agriculture have the potential to improve the productivity, quality and sustainability of current agri-food systems through the use of technologies such as satellites, sensors, drones, robots, big data, machine learning and biorefining. These could bring about fundamental shifts that would dramatically alter how we produce, source, process, package, distribute and market and retail food. These technologies will also be key to advancing circular agriculture and the bioeconomy. Clearly, as new skilled graduates, you will be critical in translating and implementing these developments in the agri-food sector, and this is a really exciting space to be in. I know that some of you have specialised in food science and human nutrition, and this ties in with a fourth area of opportunity, that of food and health. Recent decades have seen substantial changes in the nature of global nutrition. Much progress has been made in fighting hunger and malnutrition, for example, but we've also witnessed large increases in overweight and obesity levels. In Ireland, overweight and obesity levels have doubled in the last 2 decades. There is a big challenge in ensuring that people are well informed about diet and of nutrition so that they can make responsible decisions based on facts and scientific evidence. As graduates of food science and human nutrition, you have a huge role to play here. particularly in contributing to the evidence base and communicating that to people. There are also, of course, huge opportunities for food science and human nutrition graduates in developing new, innovative nutrition solutions, particularly for population groups such as children and the elderly. Some of our own Irish food companies are major players in this space globally. We also have fantastic new innovation and research centres such as Food for Health Ireland, based at UCD, and the National Food Innovation Hub and Prepared Consumer Food Centre, owned by my own department. I have no doubt that there are opportunities for you in these areas. I've outlined some issues here this evening that I believe offer lots of exciting career avenues for you when you graduate from UCD. Many of these are also issues that will feature prominently in the new 10-year strategy for the agri-food sector, which will shortly be published. This draft strategy to 2030 replaces the current FoodWise 2025 and will have a strong focus on delivering across the three pillars of sustainability: environmental, economic and social. It contains 4 high-level missions for the agri-food sector to deliver on over the coming decade, namely a climate-smart, environmentally sustainable agri-food sector, viable and resilient primary producers with enhanced well-being, food that is safe, nutritious and appealing, trusted and valued at home and abroad, and an innovative, competitive and resilient sector driven by technology and talent. Once the public consultation of the draft strategy is complete, I hope to be in a position to launch the final strategy in the summer, and I am confident that it will be an ambitious blueprint for the sector and will help to develop the range of opportunities for you as graduates of agriculture, food science and human nutrition. In concluding, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that I've been able to offer you a positive outlook as you embark on the next stage of your careers. I know that the undergraduate degree you will achieve opens up opportunities way beyond the agri-food sector. Your faculty and the Agricultural Science Association have done a great job in profiling the really broad range of careers of your predecessors, both here at home and across the globe. Having said that, as Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine, I hope that many of you will take up positions within the sector, indeed within my own department, because we need that unique combination of skills and attributes you possess: excellent university education, up-to-date knowledge and information, critical thinking and new ideas. Before I finish, I thank Sean Tonra and the entire Careers Committee of AgSoc for the invitation to address you this evening. Finally, the very best of luck to you in all of your exams. I don't envy you in that particular task, but I have no doubt that with your hard work and the guidance and help of the faculty, you will all do very well. It is my great pleasure formally to launch this year's Graduate Handbook, and I thank you again for your invitation.
Many thanks for your wisdom, insight and hope for us into the future, Minister. Next, I'd like to welcome Professor Alexander Evans, the UCD Dean of Agriculture and Food Science, and he has provided great support throughout our strange year of distance learning and indeed throughout our studies.
Very good. Thank you, Sean, for that introduction. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to everyone logging into this evening's launch of the 2021 Graduate Handbook, particularly the final year students of the class of 2021, my colleagues and the sponsors of the Graduate Handbook who've been for many years Farm Relief Service. We're grateful to them again this year, and also welcome our long list of supporters of this event. I'd also like to welcome many of our employers logging in this evening who offer exciting graduate opportunities for our students. I'd also like to thank our guest speaker this evening, Mr. McConalogue, for your wonderful address. Thank you very much. He's just provided this. And the next speaker this evening is Dr. Anne-Marie Butler, who's President of the Agricultural Sciences Association. Great to see you at this evening's event, Anne-Marie. In this most unusual of years, I'm amazed and inspired by how our staff and our students, and indeed our wider community, have responded and risen to the challenges that we face. It's been truly remarkable. While it's with great sadness that we're not actually holding this event on the Belfield campus in the UCD Fitzgerald Debating Chamber in the UCD Student Centre, As we normally would, I'd like to congratulate this year's committee, particularly Sean, for organising the opportunity and not letting it pass. On this, the occasion of your last day of teaching in UCD, and this evening where we're launching this virtual event. The Graduate Handbook is a wonderful resource of short biographies of the students and their contact details, and I hope that you get some real value out of it in the coming months and possibly longer. I'd also like to conclude by thanking in particular the AgSoc Careers Committee and the Careers Chairperson, Sean Tonra, for their great work during the year, not only for the many virtual employer presentations that they organised, but for their leadership and support and motivation to their fellow students. I know in addition to many employer presentations, AgSoc have organised many excellent panel discussions on topics of interest to students, such as entrepreneurship and much more, which have been very well received. Once again, thank you all, well done, and I wish you every success in your upcoming final examinations and your future career. I look forward to meeting you in future as you progress through your careers and make telling contributions to the agriculture, food, and indeed many of the other industries that we're associated with.
Again, many thanks to Professor Evans for his address. No doubt the students who are with us, albeit from a distance this evening, will be excited to enter the resilient industry which you have described. Finally, I'd like to welcome Dr. Anne-Marie Butler, Senior Agricultural Manager at Ulster Bank and the 71st President of the Agricultural Science Association. From a tillage farm in Kilkenny, Anne-Marie holds a degree and PhD in agriculture from UCD and previously lectured in the UCD School of Agriculture and Food Science before moving into the banking industry. Anne-Marie has been a phenomenal help to current final year students and no doubt represents the support we as graduates will receive well into the future through our membership with the Agricultural Science Association.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anne-Marie Butler. I'm the President of the Agricultural Science Association and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to chat with you today. While it is regrettable that we are not in Belfield for the annual Ag Careers Day, I'm delighted to be able to join you in a virtual format. And I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you. You've achieved a lot over the last 4 years, and today and the rest of this year really are a celebration of all that you have achieved, so well done. I'd also like to take the opportunity to congratulate Sean and his committee on the Careers Committee for all that they have done in bringing this day to fruition. The ASA, as you're aware, is the voice of agri-professionals. With over 1,800 members, everybody who's in the ASA has a voice towards science. All our members have a level 8 degree in science. And for that reason, in my view, that's 1,800 voices all contributing towards science. You should be very proud of what you achieved, and at ASA we're very proud also. ASA enjoys a very strong working relationship with UCD, and we look forward to that relationship continuing. ASA offers lots for our members, from networking, communication, career development, professional development. We have a number of events right across the year, tailored and targeted at our members, which range from those very young who have just graduated to much older retired individuals, where we try to accomplish and achieve something for all members, where there's something for all and all have a voice. It's very important to recognise the power of science in all our day-to-day lives. It's very important to recognise what each of us, everybody watching this, can contribute towards agri-debate, agri-science and agri-progression right across the industry, from food and health, engineering, biotech, agri-tech, right across the spectrum. The agri-scientist is there. We've achieved so much in terms of technological development and all that our agri-graduates can do. If you are a member of ASA, I thank you for your membership. If you're not a member, I encourage you to get involved. Our membership offers something for everybody. I'm very proud to be an ASA member and very proud to be ASA President. During the year, ASA were delighted to work with UCD on the mock interviews. This year, while it was in a virtual format, we were delighted to be able to accommodate so many students with so many industry professionals working with us. While everybody on the day was a winner, there were some who were fortunate to get a little bit extra and a little prize. I would just like now to share the names of those who were successful. Emma Kilmartin, Kevin Dolan, Pádraig Dillon, Kevin Tobin, Rory Smith, Edel Cashman, Jamie O'Driscoll, Breed Gary, Isabel Jones, Marie O'Rourke and Sean Tonra. As I said, ASA is delighted to work with you. We wish you the very best of luck in your future career. Please do stay in touch with ASA. We're here to assist. We love to hear your suggestions and feedback and how we can assist you on your career profile. But above all, enjoy today, recognise and celebrate your achievements. And from myself and all the team at ASA, thank you and the very best of luck.
Many thanks for your contribution, Anne-Marie. You're a role model for many of us as we enter into the industry over the next few months. Now that concludes the keynote speakers for this evening. Just before we launch the brochure, I'd like to take this moment to say a few words. The current restrictions has resulted in the postponement of the annual Careers Fair, which the UCD Agricultural Science Society is renowned for. Forced physical activity to be halted and distance learning became the norm. But this allowed us all to display a new form of initiative, drive and work ethic, which the UCD School of Agriculture and Food Science undergraduates are renowned for. We made a decision to invite students back to campus later in 2021 for a combined careers fair for the UCD Agricultural, Food Science and Human Nutrition students, if restrictions allow, of course. Indeed, it was amazing to see the drive, interest and grit that a huge spectrum of employers displayed throughout the year to meet with students, albeit from a distance this year. No doubt the skills and qualities which we have all developed in the lecture halls, study abroad periods, the James Joyce Library and professional work experience will provide us with the capabilities to be the future farmers, leaders, policymakers in this defining era of the Irish agri-food industry, with some amazing avenues for each and every one of you to pursue into the future. The prospect of entering this resilient and fast-paced industry which awaits us is quite phenomenal. As Chair of the Careers Committee and on behalf of the committee itself, I would like to thank everyone who made this virtual event possible. Firstly, to the Farm Relief Services and the FRS Recruitment, who sponsored this year's graduate booklet, as they have for many years past. Secondly, to the Irish Farmers Journal for their support also. Thirdly, to the keynote speakers, I'd like to thank you for each of your individual addresses. To the AgSoc Committee itself, for all your help putting this brochure and booklet together, and your assistance throughout the year. It has been quite invaluable. We must also acknowledge the immense background support we received throughout the year from our school marketing team, Damien Dempsey and Valerie Abbott. They are an integral link for our career events throughout the year. Finally, I'd like to wish all my peers success in your chosen career paths and endeavours. It only seems like yesterday that we began our journey in UCD, but it has been really a truly incredible 4 years, which shows how far we have come, but yet how far we have to go. It is true that the investment in knowledge really does create the best interest. I hope I did you all justice as Chair of the Careers Committee for the academic year, and I'd also wish the best of luck to my successor, Neil Maher, in his role next year. I'm sure we will all encounter each other in a physical setting in the not too distant future. Without further ado, I take great pleasure to now officially launch this graduate handbook, providing you with an opportunity to hear and see from students in the class of 2021. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you and stay safe.
And I am graduating from Animal and Crop Production this summer. I have had 4 brilliant years here in UCD where I've gained invaluable experiences, made some dear friends and had some great crack along the way. I'm glad to be able to look back and say that I've immersed myself fully in university life through playing camogie, being an active member with AgSoc and peer mentoring. Animal and crop production students get the opportunity to undertake 30 weeks of professional work experience. During this time, I went to New Zealand where I spent 4 months on a large-scale dairy farm. This experience gave me the opportunity to work with people of different cultures, see other parts of the world, and ultimately helped me gain extra knowledge which was beneficial towards my modules in 4th year. My growth for the agri-food industry has flourished during my 4 years here in UCD, and I look forward to a bright future within the industry.
Do you want to dance?
started UCD in 2017 and I went straight into the Agricultural Systems Technology section of the Agricultural Science course. I've had a passion for agriculture and agricultural machinery as long as I can remember, and growing up in a dairy farm has only fueled this passion. I wanted to make the time that I spent at UCD as beneficial as possible, learning not only about the best agricultural practices now, but also the new technologies that we're seeing more of in everyday farming. Having studied modules such as agro-mechanisation, precision livestock management and agricultural engineering principles, but also soil science, grass and forage, and buildings and environment, I felt I was getting the best of both. And being able to say I've studied and have professional qualification in these modules and other ones, I felt is invaluable. For my final year thesis, I decided to do it on shed design and farmyard layout, which is a great interest of mine. Over the past 4 years, the experience I've had and the people I've met, if I could do it all again I would, and I'm really looking forward to finding and pursuing a career in the sector.
And I am currently completing my final year of animal science at University College Dublin. I decided to pursue a degree in agricultural science because I've always had a passion for animals from a young age. Throughout my time at UCD, I've gained invaluable experience and knowledge from some of the most renowned industry professionals and lecturers. In third year, I managed to get abroad to Purdue in the US, and this was a fantastic experience, and I made loads of friends, both within my course and with some of the students over there. And when I came back, I completed my PWE, so we complete placement on several farms, several different types of farms, so this was great for a hands-on experience in all the different sectors of the industry. And I actually received a distinction for my placement and my project, which I was absolutely thrilled with.
fourth year equine science student at the University College Dublin's School of Agricultural and Food Sciences. I've really enjoyed my time at the university and my time in the program. I feel that they have really prepared me in not just studying horses, but throughout the agricultural sectors. I've learned so much about all the different animals as well as crop production, and they've really given me a wide breadth of agricultural issues. I really enjoyed when I was in my third year of school because I got to do a professional work experience which allowed me real-world experience in what I was learning in the classroom. I plan to go to veterinary school, and I feel that University College Dublin professors have really prepared me for this and given me a well-rounded education that prepares me to be a well-rounded veterinarian when I grow up, when I get out of school. I really want to just thank the university for their time and for their program, as I feel it's really helped me develop into the person I am now and the person I hope to become when I become a veterinarian. Thank you.
My name is Aileen Kerrigan and I'm a final year human nutrition student. I chose to study human nutrition because I always enjoyed the nutrition aspect of home economics as well as science subjects, and growing up working in the family agri-food business, I knew this was the direction that I wanted to go in. During my time at UCD, I played an active role in the UCD Nutrition Society, where I held the role of treasurer in 2018. I recently participated in the European Institute of Innovation and Technology competition, Make It Dairy, where our team was awarded a runner-up prize. As part of my degree, I spent 10 months working in Southern California for a company called Metagenics in the area of personalised nutrition. My research focused primarily on the role of cannabinoids in cardiovascular health. I'm looking forward to continuing my education and building an exciting and rewarding career in the nutrition and food industries.
My name is Ella and I'm a fourth year food science student. I've always had an interest in food, but I never anticipated coming out of my degree with so much knowledge of food ingredient functionality and processing. Even with the COVID-19 pandemic, I was lucky enough to be able to complete my PWE placement with Glomby Ingredients Ireland over the summer months. Here I learned the true importance of the food industry, especially in times like these, and also I learned had the ability to work as part of a fantastic team. During my final year of college as class rep, I had the pleasure of organising talks with previous graduates, which has helped me and my class get a perspective into what's to come in the future. As well as this, I am extremely grateful for the people that I would not have met if I had not done this degree. I look forward to a hopefully bright future ahead of me as a food scientist, and with an interest in nutrition and food ingredients, I would relish the opportunity to be a part of a product development team.
Adam Walsh, and I'm a final year food and agribusiness management student. I come from County Laois, please don't hold that against me. I grew up on a family dairy farm and a family agri-contracting business. I've worked there from a young age, and that's where the roots of my interest in the agri-food industry stem from. I am currently a member of the UCD Ag Science Society, where we raise money for 2 charities each year through various events. I carried out my 8-month professional work experience with Interchem and Farvet Ireland, 2 animal health and animal nutrition distributors, where I worked mostly in the sales and marketing departments. Currently I'm carrying out my final year project on digital e-commerce in the agricultural industry. I'm looking forward to starting my career in the agri-industry and furthering my knowledge in this area.
Hi, my name is Dara Brady and I'm a 4th year Dairy Business Bachelor of Agricultural Science student. Growing up in an agricultural consultancy firm, as well as in a family heavily vested in agriculture both inside and outside the farm gate, my passion for agriculture developed from a young age. Going forward, I'd initially like to pursue a career in the global agricultural industry, and I think a Bachelor of Agricultural Science from University College Dublin uniquely enables graduates to deliver an impact and lead in said industry. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hugh Cronin. I'm an agri-environmental science student from County Kerry. Having grown up on a farm, I always knew I wanted to pursue a career in agriculture in some form or another. I chose to specialise in agri-environmental science as I was curious as to how the agricultural sector and the environment interacted with each other and how this relationship could be improved. For my professional work experience, I spent 2 months working as a lab technician in Infer. Here, I prepared COVID-19 samples for testing. This was an opportunity I definitely didn't see coming. I also worked on a progressive dairy farm for 2 months, where I gained a valuable insight into the dairy industry. As well as this, I have spent the last 3 summers working on large estates in England during the harvest. As part of my final year, I am completing a project on farmer perception and knowledge of multi-species swards. This is an area which I feel can greatly contribute to Irish agriculture's sustainability going forward. Looking to the future, I hope to gain employment in the agricultural sector and hopefully have a positive impact in this area.
My name is Orla and I am a forestry final year student in UCD. Although I have a background in agriculture, I've always had very little knowledge about forestry, and I suppose that's what drove me to pursue a degree in it. The highlight of the last 4 years has definitely been the professional work experience. I was fortunate enough to spend 4 months working with quilcha in the timber harvesting area. Alongside this, I was also able to undergo training in the ground-based chainsaw operations and pesticide applications. So far, I've met some great people and I'm so excited to pursue my career in forestry.
Stuart Gordon and I am a horticulture and landscape and sports turf management student in UCD. I've loved my time in UCD and I've made many friends and connections for the future. My favourite time in UCD has to be my professional work experience. My original plan was to travel to the Hamptons to a landscaping company in New York, but unfortunately that fell through due to COVID and travel restrictions. Thankfully, with the help of UCD, I secured a place in Endfer Labs performing COVID testing, and I also secured my own placement in Grange Growers, where I got experience in retail, nursery and landscaping. As a result of my professional work experience, I received an Excellence Award for my work. From doing my degree, I have found a passion for sustainability and biophilic design. I've grown up in the city and I'd love to give back to the city and create as much green space as possible. I'm a hard-working team player who will relish any opportunity that is put in my way.